This is MCS, and we're gonna do some advice for you, maybe on breakup, relationship advice, something like that. I mean, of course, we're not all in it. Well, one of us is in a relationship, but we've been through it, so
hell back, love it.
Might as well.
You go first or me?
You could go first.
Okay, relationship advice. Where should I start? With the negative or the positive?
I feel like you just captured it so well with the negative.
I feel like I can do negative. Like, I think I'm just a negative person, so I'll do that. Negative. So, this generation, like, I feel like when we were younger, it was so rare for, like, 8th graders to be in a relationship, but now it's, like, 5th graders are dating and they love each other. Like, the thing is, I don't think you know what love is until you're ruined, until you physically are crying at night, 24/7, depressed, everything. Like, I feel like you don't know what love is until you hit that point. So, and I don't want anybody to hit that point because it sucks and you feel so low and you lose a lot of love for yourself. And if you didn't start having love, like, before you got in a relationship for yourself, then you just drop until you feel like you're nothing. And that was how I was when I hit that breaking point. But the positive is your partner or whatever can be your best friend, and they do impact your life a lot, especially if you're together for like a long time. Well, I mean, I don't think we were together for a long time. We were together for a while though, and she definitely knew me better than like I knew myself. So that was good. That was the positive. Like, it's like you have your best friend and someone you love. So that was a good experience, but also like be careful. Like, yeah, it's all cool to have a little boo or whatever, but like make sure you love yourself before you try to love somebody else, because it really does hurt and it really does ruin you. And I wouldn't wish a breakup upon anyone because it truly does hurt. Like, it brings you to your low, like why wasn't I good enough? And you could have been good enough. It could have been the other person. And you start thinking negative. And then when somebody else in your life, like someone better, tries to come in your life, then you just push them away. And so just make sure you love yourself before you try to love somebody else, or even love at that. Like, date somebody, whatever, hoe around, mess around, I don't even care. But love, like, it's risky. So just make sure you know, like, the risk and stuff. So yeah, that's my advice.
I'm a positive person. So, to me, love is beautiful, and it like makes the world go round. And so, I mean, yes, you have to watch out for if somebody's gonna break your heart, if you're gonna get broken, stuff like that. But you gotta know that not everything is gonna be bad. Like, sure, y'all will break up, you're gonna get hurt, but don't like give up on yourself completely, because when you give up on somebody, then you gave up on yourself kind of completely, because at one point you were that person, or you were attached to them, or you liked them, something like that. And give up on them, you might give up on you. It's like letting yourself go, or letting a piece of you go. But like when you find your one, which could be today, tomorrow, weeks, years from now, like, it doesn't matter, but when you find your one, when you find your one, the world is gonna seem almost too perfect, and you gotta know that you can't mess that up. But then again, the universe might just be like, you know what, there you go, you deserve it. So, I don't know, but you have to understand that love and loving yourself are kind of two different things. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I love myself, so I could love somebody else. Not everybody is ready for that. So, like, for me, I'm not quite with myself yet, so I'm not ready. But I mean, it depends on the person, because Janice could be ready. She is ready. Or she is ready. She's ready, guys. She's ready. Hit her up. Sign up. But you just gotta be able to like let yourself go and be like, you know what, I'm gonna be in love. I'm gonna start liking this person, and miracles can happen. Miracles can happen, and you're gonna be alright. But for like,
a whole miracle.
But when you get in a relationship, Don't start thinking, oh man, like this is too good, or oh man, this is terrible. He treats me so bad. Then leave him, her, whoever, you know. I don't
Be
know.
strong enough to leave.
But you gotta like push through for you. Don't just think about that other person until you actually like start thinking about that other person and thinking, oh man, what can I do for them? What can I do to make sure they're great all the time? That's when you know you're in love or you love them. You just want to do more. It's like, I like them, but you can't just say you like them anymore because you love them. But love is beautiful. It's beautiful! But you don't gotta fall in love. Like, life is not about being in love. Life is not about being with somebody.
Don't do it.
Like, it's just,
save yourself for God.
don't listen. If you want to be in love, be in love. If you want to be with your ex that freaking, okay,
Cheated on you, abused you.
No. But if you want to be with, like, your ex and y'all didn't work out, don't care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do because it's what you want to do, because it's what your heart said. That's it. You ain't gotta worry about nobody else but you.
Right, Bubby. Take it over, Bubby. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I don't really know. Okay, so mine's just gonna be short and simple. Like, some good advice would be like communication between each other. Communication is important, I guess. Cause Cameron, shut up. And lying. Do not lie. That's one thing you do not do in a relationship, is lie to protect the other person's feelings. Because that happened to me a lot, and it's just not good. Talking about your exes. Don't do that. Don't talk about your ex to your new person. I mean, you can warn them and be like, well, I talked to this girl or whatever. But then, like, after that, don't even think about your exes. And I don't know. To me, though, yeah, communication. They pretty much covered everything but yeah, communicate is a big thing, because without you guys talking about anything or whatever you guys need to know about each other, if you guys don't know anything about each other, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's like weird.
Okay, well, I don't know. It just.
What if what if you just date somebody like some stranger? Like, I feel like
That's what I
that's
say.
what
Like,
we should look
And
at.
then, like, we talked for like 3 days. It was enough.
anyways.
Well, I wasn't throwing shade at you. I was just saying in general. But I mean, if the shoe fits.
Don't jump into a relationship
rush
if
it.
you're not ready. If you only talk to the person, I'm not throwing shade at anyone. But if you only talk to a person like a couple times and then like, oh, I think I like that person, like catching feelings like that, don't do that. Don't do it, because then they're gonna be like, oh, this and that, or make up excuses, and I'm just like, why? Like, because I've been through that a couple times this summer. So yeah, and like, be prepared if you are getting into a relationship. Just be prepared for anything that comes your way.
Yeah, especially for pain.
Yeah, like
Prepare for that.
all that crap, because
On a fairy tale.
it sucks. Yeah, that's what I mean about a relationship, because it sucks.
It hurts.
I mean, she's not in this. For me and Miana are just like, going through some stuff. It's okay though, huh, Miana?
I'm Gucci.
We're chilling.
Okay, not Cameron.
Yes,
Let me
we're
tell you,
all
not
the
Cameron.
same person.
You're in a relationship.
But we're still chilling. I could be in a
Anyways.
relationship chilling. Are we straight?
Just be prepared for your relationship, I mean, you know. Because that was it. And if you go back to that person, just think before you do. Think before you do.
Think why y'all
Like-
broke up. Why? What's the reason?
Think what they did in the past, because they ain't gonna change. If they cheated in the past, they ain't nothing. They still ain't nothing.
Cameron, you're so.
I'm just saying, if they're
I'm
gonna
just saying,
change,
just
then-
with you guys, okay, one chance. What do you do? You're like, okay, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. Second chance, okay. But after a while.
After the 4th time, y'all
Yeah.
gotta really cut it off, cause
That's what I'm saying. If they cheat before, what makes you think they're not gonna cheat again?
But not even if they're cheating. It can be like something
Lying.
stupid. Like,
Texting
Just-
other females.
be, I don't know, just, if you give them so many chances, just think about it first.
Be smart and strong.
Because I was young and I didn't think about it, so I was just like, Simon, hush, because you went back so many times to people, so please shut your mouth. Thank you.
I didn't say anything.
And yeah, that's my advice. I have no negative advices.
Me either. I'm just like, do what you want to do because
Yeah.
you want to do it.
You'll
YOLO.
learn your lesson. That's what everyone has to do. Learn their lesson. Sorry, it just happens.
And it kind of sucks. But you going to be alright, B. You going to be a whole new person.
I'm a whole new- No.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully this was kind of something for you. It's kind of more rambling and venting than anything.
We just vented to
But,
YouTube real quick.
I didn't.
But
You guys.
thanks.
No, I didn't. I just said negative things.
But thanks for watching, subscribe and like and etc. And comment. Let us know what else you want to hear, watch, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So peace.
Bye.